Hey everyone, this is Pegmis here with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a drawing in Solidworks as well as a bill of materials. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull up my recent project. It's one of the fidget toys. It's a couple of gears inside of a clasp. So one moment while I work on that. Alright, so as you can see, this is my assembly. We've got two components in terms of the two drawing files that have been put together. So I've got the outside clasps as well as two inside gears that just rotate against each other. And the actual file, let me go ahead and just put this in. What we have here, this is the gear, and that's the clasp. So I'm going to show you guys how to make a drawing from the assembly, and then we'll make a drawing from the part file. So you'll hit File, New, or make drawing from assembly. Do a metric drawing since all my parts are in metric as my printer prints metrically. Okay, and you'll push this to pin it down. Let's see, we want to do the front. I think that'll be the top, and the bottom look the same, so we'll do a left or right. So we'll actually have to do both since they look a little bit different, as well as an isometric part. And you'll just hit the check mark and you're good to go. So let's go ahead and just kind of put these things so they fit well into my paper. And I also have an isometric exploded view right there. See if I can move that sucker down a bit. Well, it doesn't appear so. So maybe I'll do the isometric view in another drawing. So I'm just going to delete that. Here to have a nosebleed. Fantastic. Alright. So the first thing about a drawing is that you'll want to obviously pick which paper size. I do this on an 8.5 by 11 paper, and you keep everything inside of this kind of a border. You've got down here, you've got the drawing number, which is for some reason gear assembly, that's fine. The title, which is where you'd actually put the gear assembly, whatever the scaling is, which you can change right here in the scale option. The number of sheets, the material, which for this is PLA plastic, the weight, which can be calculated in a different system, and I'll probably make a video about that later. Let's see, the finish would be done, there is no finish. This says deburr and break sharp edges. That really applies to when you're doing like CNC machining on metal. Metal can be very sharp, and this would say to make it less so. And then you've got, if you were actually doing, let's say, construction work as an engineer, if you're an engineer you probably know this, that the drawn would be by whoever drew it, whoever checked it, approved it, and the quality inspection, I assume. I do not recall what MFG stands for, probably because I'm not in engineering courses. And then it says, unless otherwise specified, dimensions are in millimeters. I'm going to change this to centimeters because everything that I draw is in centimeters. Tolerances are how exact it has to be, so you can be like plus or minus 2 or 3 millimeters, meaning there's a bit of wiggle room, which obviously you wouldn't want wiggle room on something like a artificial heart, but on these things it's okay. So in a drawing you want to have the dimensions laid out. So we're going to hit annotation, smart dimension, and we're just going to dimension a couple of different things. So we'll do the dimension of a clasp, the overall length from one end to the other. We'll do the width of the fidgeting toy from one edge to the other on the side. You can also, if you want, do the inside dimensions. Let's zoom in a bit. And that line. And you can always drag these things out if you need a bit of room. Let's see, we'll want the radius of that as well as radius of that. So we've got the big circle, the smaller circle, and then the radius of my inside holes. If you right click, you can hide the lines. I didn't go in and try it again. And this just makes it look a little bit cleaner. If you click on the actual drawing, you can use the display style. So we've got, it's kind of like a wireframe, hidden lines removed, shaded with edges, and then shaded without edges, as well as the high quality. And so I can actually print it looking like this. And that's really it for the main assembly. I can scale this to be a little bit bigger if I want. So if you want to edit any of this information, you'll right click, hit edit sheet format, and then your drawing disappears, but all your stuff shows here. So I'm going to find the A, which is where you can type, double click. I'll press on the cap locks to turn on the caps. And I'm going to call this, let's say, fidget gear. And cap locks is on, so I don't need to press shift anywhere. FID. Fidget gear assembly, that's a little bit too big for everything, so Control A. And we'll just drop this down to 20. 22 fits alright. And then you can just drag it where you need it. Let's see, we're going to do sheet, we'll do 3, so we're going to do 1 of 3. Unless otherwise specified, all dimensions are in, I'm assuming I'm spelling centimeters correctly. Finish none, this is drawn by me. If this is an actual drawing, I use my name. It's YouTube, so Pegmis. Signature. Let's see if I can change that font a little bit. Let's see if I can find the... Oh, it's in there somewhere. And today's date, which is 12/19/16. Nobody checked it, obviously. Where's my materials? There it is. Material is PLA plastic black. And edit sheet. Shows everything. We'll hit F to make it full. And that would be the first sheet. So I'm going to just create Control S to save it. And we'll put gear assembly DRW for drawing. And then hit save. We'll rebuild the document. I'm not going to do a third drawing of the gears for the sake of this video to try to keep it a little bit shorter. But I will upload all of these plans to the Thingiverse website, which I'll put down in the description for the link, if anybody wants to download and print their own. So if you're liking these videos, guys, go ahead and give me a like or a comment or something to let me know I'm doing a good job. There's a couple of comments I've seen on a couple of my different videos, I believe for the Green Lantern and the split command, and I'll take a look at those and either comment or make a whole separate video. And thanks for watching.